Valkyria Chronicles 4 is a story-heavy tactical strategy game that adheres to a turn-based system that still manages to enforce real-time consequences by allowing you to directly lead your units into battle.
I'm invincible!
Valkyria Chronicles 4 sees you commanding Squad E through all kinds of drastically different war scenarios while also trying to keep your ragtag group of opinionated soldiers from crumbling from the inside. The battles themselves often task you with things like leading your army to a certain point in the map, wiping out all opposing forces, seizing enemy encampments, and some more creative objectives later on. The path to achieve these are often littered with numerous hazards like guard towers, mines, hidden enemies, tanks, and the occasional bunker, which will make every victory feel like you narrowly earned it. Commanding a singular unit during your turn costs CP. This will let you use whichever soldier as many times as you see fit by allowing you to spend multiple amounts of CP on one unit alone. Each time they are used that turn, however, they will get fatigued and can travel less distance with each use. This allows for heavy flanks into enemy territory or assassination attempts on enemy commanders to limit their max CP, hindering them for the rest of the battle. Since you directly control the movement and aiming of your characters during their turn, a cautious advance is most advised since you can and will get shot while moving in real time. While this element really helps set Valkyria Chronicles apart from its grid-based competition, some aspects of it are not without its setbacks. While this does help make you feel more involved during battles, actual aiming of your weapons only really comes down to you aiming for the head on soldiers or glowing weak points everywhere else. This element feels like more of a novelty than an integral gameplay mechanic, since regardless of your aim, the shots themselves still adhere to numeric chance and no amount of pure aiming skill will guarantee your shots land. This system does work well with the more flexible units like the Grenadier for example, but I would like to see more creativity with the use of your standard guns. This more hands-on approach to battles, however, does make the player feel more directly involved and grounded in the fight. In between the battles themselves and the many story segments, you can tinker away in your own personal headquarters. This allows you some customization of your army by allowing you to manually distribute experience to not units themselves, but to overall classes that you want to see improved. Doing so will make all units of that class more effective and unlock new orders that can be given during battle to act as temporary buffs. You can also unlock new and upgraded weapons for your soldiers and your tank, but for the majority of the time this really only boils down to buy that one available singular upgrade and doesn't offer much flexibility until much later. If you don't feel like these upgrade elements alone improved your army enough to tackle the next story battle, skirmish missions offer an optional way to earn more experience and currency to help better your chances when you're met with overwhelming odds in a difficult main mission. The soldier customization screen is a little unruly without being able to really easily tell who has what as you skim through your bloated amount of units. A few visual elements would have gone a long way when managing your troops. Who did I give that shotgun to again?
You boys are so weird. You can act all mysterious, but I bet you were just talking about butts.
While the story itself here is quite unique with its weird hybrid of JRPG trope characters thrown into a military setting, this strange combination leads to some abnormal moments tonally throughout the journey. From one scene to the next, it goes from full-on silly into straight dead serious. Also, the ratio of gameplay to story is slightly askewed for me personally as one who enjoys playing more than watching. Streamlining some of the intermittent story beats would have gone a long way in making the overall story progression feel more concise. The overall minor gripes I have with some of the real-time aiming elements and the sometimes awkward, overbearing story do not take away that much from what otherwise is a well-constructed war epic with very unique scenarios that will constantly challenge your abilities as a tactician over the roughly 30 to 40 hour campaign. Valkyria Chronicles 4 offers more of what many loved about the original and gives players the proper sequel they always wanted, but this won't change the minds of anyone not impressed by the previous outings. If you like this style of review, consider subscribing and checking out my Patreon that helps fund my channel. This has been Deadite from Boomstick Gaming, and thanks for watching.